What do you think of the regional that you guys are doing?
Well, first of all, we're excited to be in the regionals. And so, it's like I always tell our guys, you have to be good people to advance. And, it's going to be nice that we're in an area where if people want to get there, they can get there. All the teams are going to be good in any regional. And so, just excited to have the opportunity to play on Friday night.
That's maybe a dumb question for a team that won the Big Ten, but when did you feel comfortable as a staff that, all right, we're in this thing?
I was hopeful after the first win in Omaha. I really felt like winning the Big Ten outright and winning it by 2 games. We're the number 4 conference in the country, and that needs to hold weight in my mind. And so I was very optimistic when we swept Purdue. That's a pressure-packed weekend against a good team, and we had some things we needed to do to win the conference and then win it outright on our own, and we went in and accomplished that. So I was confident at that point, but after the first win, I thought we were in good shape.
Dan, I know midweek isn't the same as a weekend, but having no mystery to the opponent you're going to see on Friday, is there benefit to that?
I'm sure we're both sitting here looking, we know a little bit about each other. Indiana State has had a very, very good team. The difference is we're talking about weekend pitching, and they've got very good arms. We've seen those guys in the fall. We've seen them midweek, and it's going to be a battle. It's not going to be easy, but it's one thing I will say. You go up against a coach that's a friend, and you always enjoy playing somebody that you get along with. And, we'll go out and compete hard. At the end of the day, shake hands, and hopefully we're on the winning side of it.
What's it mean for you guys as a program just to be back in this tournament, have the opportunity?
I always think that towards the end of the year we should be in the mix, towards the top of the Big Ten, and I think that always gives you a chance to be a regional team. We've had a few years where we haven't done a good job over the past, probably 3 years, and it's nice to be back in this situation, and it's always my goal to have our program, in the NCAA tournament. So it's good to be back, and we need to continue to do this on a regular basis.
Do you have anybody on your staff that is looking at potential bracketology for baseball?
Everybody was looking, trying to figure out, one, if you're in, where you may go, and it's all over the board. You look at some of the things they've had just the past 3 days. It has in 3 different places, right? They had us at Indiana State, which didn't get a bid, and you end up in Lexington with Indiana State. One of the brackets had us at Tennessee, and one of my assistants told me that a month ago they had us at Virginia. It's tough because they have to go through and figure out who's in the field, and then who are the seeds, and then try to match those seeds. And I say recent years. I don't know if that's 5 years or 15 years. They've started to try to go more regional with things, and some of that's travel, and some of it's fans, I'm sure. But you never know. It's a difficult process to pick the teams, and it's a difficult process to play. So.
ESPN setting up for a live shot. Did you feel like that was probably a good sign this morning?
I was hopeful it was a good sign. They asked us a few days back, and so nobody wants to put disappointed young people on TV, right? I didn't watch the rest of the show to see if they had any coaches that were left out. It's just difficult. It really is. That's one of the reasons we kind of kept it internal, because guys work so hard to get to the tournament, and when somebody tells you your season's over, it's difficult. So you want to try to protect those guys.
In a tournament, a win-or-go-home situation, how does that affect decisions with the pitching staff?
Yeah, all year we're doing that each game to win that game. You can't worry about tomorrow. You got to figure out a way to win, try to stay in the winner's bracket, and then go from there. So we'll do the same things we've done all year.
Does Kentucky's ballpark give you more optimism you can get that offensive mojo back that you had in Big Ten play?
I don't know a lot about their ballpark. I've seen it on TV, and I know they've hit some home runs. My guess is the ball's going to fly a little bit better there, but we can't worry about hitting home runs. You've got to manufacture runs. You're going to face good pitching the entire time. And so we got to take our walks. We got to get our hits. We got to bunch them together. And if you get a home run, that's just a bonus for us.
What's been the conversations for you guys since coming back from Omaha? Just what you take from that experience there and apply towards this week?
Well, we haven't had a conversation yet. I had a conversation right after the game in Omaha, and then just kind of told them what the schedule was going to be. Yesterday we gave a day off, and This will be the first time back with them since that time, so we've had no conversations. But bottom line is we did a lot to get here. We did a lot of good things, and we ran into two buzzsaw pitchers. I mean, they just did a great job. You look at Penn State's pitcher, he turned around, did the same thing to Nebraska yesterday. And then if you watch the video of the Michigan pitcher, it's pretty impressive. Like, he didn't miss spots, and was ahead in the count, multiple pitches, just baseball stuff. You don't know from day to day. That's why you go play a game. So I'm excited to get back on the field.
Is that your takeaway more than your offense is just pitching? Did you like the approach against two tough guys?
Yeah, I mean, you can always sit there and say, well, I wish you were more aggressive. And the bottom line is, to hit as many home runs as we did, and drive balls in the gap a lot of times, and get pitches that aren't on the edge of the plate. And we didn't get a lot of those, and that's part of it. And it's like I told our guys after the games in Omaha, we went through the same thing out in Maryland. Right? We go out there, we lose 2 or 3. It's a weekend series. You didn't play very well, or you didn't play up to expectations of what we all wanted to play. Put it behind you, and now it's a new weekend. So just part of the game. Difficult part of the game, but it's part of the game.
The voices you have in that locker room, I mean, it seems like an older group, a connected group would help maybe turn the page from that.
Absolutely. Yeah. If you would have been in the locker room afterwards, it was dead silent, and those guys, they hurt because they have goals. They want to make sure we were in the NCAA tournament, and it was dead silent. The guys were disappointed, not happy. After we broke, I know one of the older guys, got the group together, said a few words, and time to move on.
Were you overall pleased with how you pitched it in Omaha? I thought, especially like with the kids you got out of Hutch and Regan Hall, and the depth that you guys went to, you guys got good outings.
Yeah, I thought we got good outings, and you're going to need those, from here on out. You're going to have good outings. Very seldom do you have high-scoring games in regional play. But I was pleased with the progress we had made, and we've done that a number of games here late in the year, so we've gotten better.